Hey YouTube, welcome back to a very special review here on the Lincoln Williams Show. One of my friends commented me on my messenger feed, and he wanted me to basically review before Paper Mario, or my first thoughts on Paper Mario. He wanted me to review a very special game today, and I'll get to that in a sec. But sorry about my face. Sorry about my face today. I have I have a little bit of a zit problem. So yeah, I'm addressing that. Don't worry, it's not sickness or anything. I just haven't washed my face, or in a couple of days. So I'll make sure to, get all cleaned up after, after tonight, and then I'll, brush my teeth and go to bed. But everything like that. But anyways, let's get on to the review. So basically, today on the Lincoln Williams Show, I'm reviewing. Okay, let's face it. Let's face it, YouTubers. It's time. It's time to review this game here on the Lincoln Williams Show. This is one of the best games of all time. It's the number one best game of all time, basically, based on its status, here, like everywhere. Like, this game is the best game of all time, basically. So let's get on with the review. So the game that we're going to be reviewing today is none other than it's a really special game, YouTubers. It's a really special game. No, it's not like Paper Mario. It's not like Mario Party 2. This is an in-depth review of of my number one favorite game of all time, basically. This game taught me so much, YouTubers, when I was growing up. And without this game, I would not be a serious video gamer. Without this game, I would not have survived, when I got sick. When I got sick, I'm autistic, basically. I'm autistic, and basically, the third time I got sick, and I was like, what's gonna cure my depression? And I was like, oh, this game. And I was like, I gotta play this game, like, again. And it's like, I gotta play this game again. And man, it just cured it like that. It's like it cured it like that, and it's amazing. So this game is so amazing, YouTubers. It's like, I don't know how to explain it, but I'll explain it in this review as I can. I'll explain it the best I can in this review of what happened. So basically, what happened from me when I was a little gamer, when I was 6, to 23 years old. What happened, basically? So how did I become a gamer? And as you know, on the Lincoln Williams Show, like today, like what changed my gaming my enthusiasm of games, basically. Where did that all come from? What started this channel? What started this channel? And what got me into video games in the first place? Well, that, my friends, is none other than, and I can sing you a tune from this game, and because I love this game so much, YouTubers, and it's just awesome. And this is why people call me by my nickname, because, you know, it's famous in this game, basically. So, without further ado, let's reveal it. Da 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 da. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. This was my first Zelda game ever played, basically. This game was the very first Zelda game ever played, and boy, what an adventure this game actually is. So, but people may argue, I love Breath of the Wild. I think Breath of the Wild is a perfect game. And I was like, and I'm like, it's a perfect open world game, but is it the best Zelda game? And that answer is no. Breath of the Wild is not a perfect game because your weapons break like batteries in this game. And yeah, that's why I did not like it. And the difficulty. I was scared to go into most dungeons in this game, like the four main dungeons. I was just scared, and I basically just put on my knight in shining armor, which my girlfriend calls me now, like my code name and all that stuff. And I put on my knight in shining armor, and I took on those bosses. I bought up so many arrows in Breath of the Wild, and I finally beat this game. I finally beat it, man. It was good. It was a good Zelda game, but it's not my favorite. This is my favorite, basically. This is my favorite storyline in all of the Legend of Zelda series. Why? Because it deals with time travel, basically. It deals with time travel. And I love time travel and all that stuff. So, yeah. So let's dive in to the beginning of the game. This is going to be an in-depth review. There might be some spoilers, but you guys already know this storyline of a game, basically. So without further ado, let's dive in to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, basically. So, our story begins with a hero named Link. He must restore time, restore the six sages, and basically restore time itself, basically. He must restore the future and the past all at once, basically. Our story begins with Link having a dream, and this dream becomes true. Now, I won't get into context of what this dream holds, but you will figure out as you're playing this game, basically. So the dream comes true. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty crazy in context, basically. So, yeah, there's so many things going on in this game. Like the side quests, and the reason why, because the reason why people call me Link, because I'm a hero, and I'm a hero, and I like to help people in real life. Basically, I like to help people, get their game on. I like to help people at Albertsons. I like to help people with the groceries, their work, and try to save the world and make a better difference in that. And Ocarina of Time just, it taught me how to be, helpful, and kind and sweet. And the origin of music, basically, my music, basically, I know all the songs from this game, and basically I can play them on piano. I can play all the Ocarina songs on piano, and my wonderful whistling voice, basically. So yeah, the ocarina sounds just like a whistle. So yeah, so it's actually, it sounds really, really cool. So, so I can do the friendship Sarah song from The Lost Woods. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah. Woo! Wow, I can't believe I still got that, but I learned proper musical tunes and proper pitch points in Zelda, basically. So, how did I master it? Well, I would play the songs over and over, memorize them, like a computer genius in, the mind and and the soul. And I would spend, hours trying to project my voice, my whistling voice, into those. And I learned about pitch very, very early on in my head, basically. So from this game. So it taught me music. So what else did it taught me? The biggest part that this game taught me when I was, a little guy, a little gamer growing up, my dad really wanted me to read, basically. And this game taught me how to read really, really, really well. Because without your reading progression and your reading knowledge, you won't get very, very far in this game. And so, yeah, the Legend of Zelda series is perfect for reading games and storytelling and all that stuff, and fantasy, role play, and all that stuff. And and one of the things that gets asked a lot is is Zelda an RPG? Well, in Breath of the Wild, yes, because you're upgrading your hearts, you're upgrading your weapons as you're going on, and yeah, this is Zelda Breath of the Wild an RPG? Yes, you'll find tools. You're upgrading your character. You're upgrading your hearts. You're upgrading your stamina and all that stuff. Stuff like that. So, and you're fighting weapons out in the world, but you can't buy weapons in Breath of the Wild, so you gotta find them. So yeah. But in Zelda Ocarina of Time, it's an open world, basically. It's kind of an open world. All my customers, when they first play this game, it's like, oh, can I go out there? No, it's a little linear. You have to complete the Dooku tree first, and then you get to the open world. Then you got to do your job first for the Dooku tree. So yeah, that's the most important thing. So yeah. So yeah, the fantasy life. There's all sorts of creatures. There's Zoras. There's Gerudo from the desert. There's Zoras. There's Zora fish that live in the water. There's rock monsters on Death Mountain called Gorons. There's the Kokori village. The Kokori village from what is it? The Kokori village in the forest area, like little elf people and all that stuff. But Link is just an ordinary adult, ordinary kid. He's like a normal human being and all that stuff. Where the Kokori folks only live in their younger years. Basically, they can never grow up. So it's kind of like a Peter Pan. It's kind of like a Peter Pan type thing in the Kokiri forest and all that stuff. And so yeah, there's the Zora fish. There's the Zora water fish people that are really creative. I love the Zora, especially in Majora's Mask, basically. So yeah, especially in this game. So yeah, but I already reviewed Majora's Mask, and personally, I don't like this one. I like this one a lot more than Majora's Mask because of the limited time thing. It's like a ticking time bomb ready to go off, and the moon is crashing down on you, and you're like, what the crap? This is so stupid. I mean, it's not a proper Zelda. It's a weird Zelda, and it's only for Halloween purposes. So it's a little scary too. So yeah, and a little creepy because of the mask up top. So yeah, I don't really get into that one. So yeah, so Ocarina. So yeah, so let's get on with the thing. So yeah, you'll wander into villages, you'll wander into towns, you'll help people, you will, you'll complete dungeons. Basically it's, there's so much going on. There's so much side quests to be done in this game, YouTubers. It's insane. Like there's the big giant sword quest, the Goron sword. Man, that is like that thing is so OP when you're an adult and you're like, hacking and slashing away and all that stuff. So I had a book that helped me out with that quest and all that stuff. I had a strategy guide, but I don't know where that is. So, anyways, 20 minutes in. Let's wrap it up in 5 minutes, okay? So the five main. So let's talk about a little bit more. This game taught me how to learn to love, learn to love princesses and all that stuff. So this game taught me a lot how to, love them and all that stuff. And, and help them. Well, I was a helper, but not a lover when I was, when I was younger. But when I got older and, when I got, sick the third time, I basically played this game, and I basically played this game again, and it helped cured my depression, basically. So that's the thing. It helped cure my depression. If you're depressed or anything like that, my order for you basically is to go play this game right now. Go play it. And stop worrying about this, don't worry about, COVID or anything like that. Go to your game room, turn on your Nintendo 64, and play this. So, anyways. Let's talk about the dungeons in this game. And this game taught me how to love, girls, because there's some pretty cute girls running around in this game, like the ranch girl, the redhead girl, named Malin or something like that. Malin or Malin, on Long Ranch, who helps you get your horse. She teaches you this horse calling song. I could do it right now. This horse calling song, and it goes like this. And all that stuff. So yeah. Actually, no, that wasn't the right pitch. So let me do that again. Yeah, so that's the horse calling song, and it's one of the most iconic horse calling songs like ever made and all that stuff. So, and there's a Zora princess who has a crush on you during the 2 water temples. During the 2 water temples. Basically, as young Link, she has a crush on you during both ages of your life, basically. So as young Link and as adult Link, and you're all like, whoa, I'm like, Link, are you in love with a fish? And he's like, no. It's like, heck no, I'm in love with Zelda and all that stuff. So, yeah, so, anyways. Yeah, it's sort of like a rinse and repeat. You have a forest temple, you have a fire temple, and then you have a water temple in Young Link and Adult Link, but you'll also have a sand temple and a shadow temple. The sand temple is known as the spirit temple, basically, and basically what it is, basically the spirit temple is it basically sounds what it is. It's a sand temple that you have to go from young Link to old Link to adult Link back and forth, basically. So you have to solve puzzles with young Link and adult Link. So yeah, and I thought that was a genius design. Oh man, when things get really, when things get really weird, the weirdest level is the forest temple, basically. So so it's one of the genius level designs in gaming is the forest temple, basically. So basically in one room, it's like this, but at the end of the hallway, the gravity goes from this to this, basically. And you're just going yum, 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 back and forth. And it was like, whoa, that is mind-blowing as adult Link in the Forest Temple. So it's like yum, 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 and all that stuff in the Forest Temple. So that was really, really cool how this room switched up. And when you shoot your bow at the eyepiece, it'll basically switch to a normal floor instead of like this. So you have to shoot the bow, you have to shoot the eye at the door, go in the door, and then the thing will stop going like this, yum, 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 and just go to a smooth, straight line. And basically, so yeah. So one of my favorite levels in The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is basically I know people are gonna disagree on me with this, and that is the water temple. The water temple basically is just wow. It is so immersive in the water temple. Basically, you're just floating in water and you're breathing underwater, and you have the blue tunic, and what a perfect atmosphere that level is in Ocarina of Time, basically. So, and the mini boss and the boss battle in Ocarina of Time is so perfect in the water temple. In the water temple, in the mini boss, basically, you are facing a dark version of yourself in the mini boss, basically. So you're basically like, I cannot wait to get to that boss again and just face my old enemy, one of my oldest enemies in video games, and that is Dark Link, basically. Dark Link will copy your every move, except with the Megaton hammer, basically. So, heck yeah. So you just smash that thing into the ground. He'll fall through the floor, basically, and then basically he'll just come up again, and then you just hit it again, and then, it's, man, that's the number one strategy to kill him, basically. So, yeah, so it's fun. So, yeah. I can't wait to find out more secrets on how people do it. Oh, and the biggest thing about the Fire Temple in Ocarina of Time, the boss battle, the dragon, basically. The dragon, basically, I did not know about this until I looked up a walkthrough like last week on how to basically kill the dragon, basically. I did not know this existed. Basically, you go onto the outside of the ring area, and basically, you basically like float, you basically climb on the you basically climb on the outside of the out of the ring area. So you stay on that while the dragon is dropping rocks and then stuff like that, and you just pop up and you just whack him with your megaton hammer, and then just hit him once, hit him again and again and again and again until he falls over. So yeah. So yeah. What else? And my favorite villain in the series is Ganondorf, and my favorite villain in the entire Zelda series, it's not Ganon, but it's Ganondorf, basically. So Ganondorf, he has dark dark magical powers, basically, and so what? 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 Oh, sorry, that was my mom at the door. So, anyways, yeah, that was my mom at the door. I better wrap this up. So I described my favorite villain, my favorite boss, and all that stuff. And yeah. So, anyways, yeah. Am I forgetting anything else? There's mini games when you're a kid, and those are a lot of fun. And there's so many jokes that I can do in this game. It's like, hey Seth, and here's the thing when I was younger. When I was like, Seth, look at those two guys dancing in what was it? The castle town and all that stuff. Look at those guys dancing in the castle town and all that stuff. So, and he's like, and I was like, Seth, look at those guys dancing in castle town. And he's like, that would make me dizzy. So, yeah. So, anyways, well, there is so much. So there's so much that I can talk about in Ocarina of Time, and now for the Lincoln Williams Show Whistle Choir to do a farewell song on the Lincoln Williams Show. In 3, 2, 1, go. So that was the Song of Time, basically. So can't believe I did that. And so, yeah. I have an amazing whistle voice. I know. Thank you, YouTubers. That really warms my heart up. So, anyways. So, yeah. Anyways, I will, try to upload this video if I can. And basically, YouTubers, have a fantastic day. And so the final verdict for Ocarina of Time, for The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, is none other than the best game of all time and a gold seal of approval and a legendary 10 out of 10, basically. So, yep. Well, looks like I gotta go, YouTubers, but anyways, I'll catch you guys. I'll catch you guys all next time, and I'll see you guys on the next Lincoln Williams Show episode. And anyways, have a fantastic day, YouTubers. I'll be back someday, YouTubers.